Well, hello everyone. Mystic Magic Lady here. Let's check in with the energy for today, July 18th, 2021. But whenever you see this, it will be the right time. All right. What is going on today? How are people feeling? What's the energy? What are the possible challenges we're presented with? And what is the overall outcome and advice, spirits? Have a full moon coming up at the end of this week, the 23rd. So that's definitely going to affect some of you more than others. All right, Spirit, please give us some guidance. What's today's energy like? What do we need to know? What is the energy for today? What do people need to know? What's the energy we're dealing with? Okay. So there's an energy of kind of cutting off from being too emotional. This is really being able to have clear communication. For some of you, you might be have a little bit of might be some clarity on a past situation that you may have had to turn your back on emotionally. For some of you, you may be dealing with someone who is kind of emotionally distant, or someone who might be a little bit cold, is cut off from their emotions. This could be you or someone around you. This is an energy of really, looking clearly to the future with clear vision. Okay. This is an energy of being clear about maybe where you're headed. This is not letting your emotions run over, have control over you. It's being able to balance yourself with your psyche versus your emotions, not letting emotions override your decision making. Okay, what else? And this is like speaking your truth. We're dealing with, there's energy of really being able to speak the truth clearly and not overly emotional. Be careful of being 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 a little bit cold though. This could be also some of you. This could be sometimes harsh with your words, so there may be a little bit of energy of either you or people around you who might have a little bit of a sharp tongue. Okay, let's see what the challenge is here. What's the challenge today? What challenge are we presented with? Some of you might have been a little bit angry about something in the past, or confused, and now maybe looking clearly into the future about something that may have left you a little upset in the past. I feel for some of you, being able to separate not be too much in your feelings. Okay, communicate clearly, speaking your truth. Okay, Spirit, what is the challenge today for people? What are we challenged with today? Spirit, give me some clear guidance. What is the challenge for people today? Okay, all right. Okay, so the challenge for some of you may be being able to get over, or not get over, that's not the right word, being able to move past your fears. And because with this energy of this priestess of swords, or, which is like the queen of swords, and the challenge of this nine of swords being in reverse. So it's kind of like being able to speak your truth, and push forward and face your fears. So there's a challenge for some of you maybe to really dive into your, face your fears. For some of you, I feel like there be maybe some fears and things that have been keeping you, may have keeping you up at night. Some of you might be avoidant, perhaps, of really looking at aspects in yourself that are holding you back, or there may be a challenge to really overcome some fears or some negative thinking, some things that have been really disruptive to your mental space, I want to say. It's also an energy of, because we have this energy of wanting to, speak your truth and have some clear communication. But with this challenge here, the challenge is really being able maybe to talk about your fears, or really to face all the fears, and be able to speak about something that may have really kept some of you in some anxiety energy, kept keeping you up at night. um, so there may be a challenge for some of you to really be able to speak about that, or communicate with someone, or even with yourself, to understand what some of these fears or some of these things are going on in your head that are upsetting to you. There's maybe a challenge to really be able to clearly communicate either with yourself or someone else about this. Okay. And you have to be careful of not getting too cut off from emotions, and not get too sharp with your words. Okay. I feel like for some of you, there is a is that the outcome? Okay. There is a challenge to really be able to communicate about some things that are maybe upsetting to you, that are perhaps for some of you it's being able to really understand something that has been things that have been keeping you maybe a little bit frozen with fear, I'm getting, because of this icy queen. But the outcome here looks like there will be a feeling of being focused on a goal again, and really being on target with moving forward on a specific goal that you have, either really focusing on, being able to refocus on something that, either with your money situation, or something that is going to bring you some stability. Really regaining focus on the target and what the goal is, because for some of you, I feel like there's a challenge to really be able to look at some of the fears and some of the things that may have been holding you back, or have been keeping you in a little bit of a place of kind of being frozen in fear. I like, or a feeling of yeah, a little bit of anxieties and stuff. Maybe something that has been blocking you and in the past, but there's an energy of being able to refocus and take aim again on a specific goal. For some of you, this could be some new news coming in too for you, about something, a new job, or maybe there could be some news about uh, something that, a new job, or a new, could be like school or class that you're taking, or just a new goal or a new direction that you might be going into, in terms of like your money, or some, trying to build something stable. So, and for some of you, this could be a person too. There may be someone from the past that maybe was a little bit emotionally cut off, either you or the other person. And there's a challenge to really be able to speak clearly about what those fears were with this person, or vice versa. Energies could be flipped. And there may be, this could be someone from the past, and maybe have lost focus with this person, but it seems like, you'll be on target again, and maybe be able to regain focus on a goal with somebody in a relationship, or this could be, like I said, a job or a situation, or just some aspect in your life that's kept you really in your head. And let's clarify some of this energy. Should we go ahead and go to these cards here? Let's give a quick little shuffle here. Spirit, let's clarify the energy today. What's going on with my beautiful peeps? Who's being icy and cold? Afraid to communicate about their fears. We need to talk about things sometimes in order to move past it, right? All right, let's clarify the Priestess of Swords here. Too many cards, please. Thank you. What is this energy for today? How should I receive this? Okay. So you got the Lovers here and the Death card. So, wow, that's kind of big. So some of you are really dealing with perhaps a big choice that you've had to make in your life. There may be a big decision, a big choice that has sparked a new beginning for you. And this could be either a relationship or a job, community, school, some kind of situation like that. Or this could be an aspect within yourself. Yeah, this is something where, you've had to make some big choices here, big decision, and a big change. This is either, like I said, a relationship, perhaps somebody that was emotionally distant, maybe someone who's emotionally unavailable. There might have been some fighting with someone. You might have had to make a decision and end something. And there's really, the challenge here being able to really face all those fears, or the negative things that were in your mind. There's also going to be a situation within yourself, some aspect, or a direction in your life that you had to go and make a choice. And there's definitely to have a new beginning, and how to make a choice and either have a new start with someone or something, or aspect in your personality where you had to make a choice within yourself, and make some changes. Okay, so there's some big Gemini energy and Scorpio energy. I'm getting Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, heavy here. All right, what is this challenge we're presented with today? What is this challenge? Let's clarify. Okay. So yes, the challenge again is being able to face some things that have maybe been anxiety-ridden thoughts. There's a challenge to face some fears, perhaps, to really look at some aspects in yourself that aren't serving you. And there may be a challenge for some of you to really feel some passion and drive for a new beginning. There may be a little bit of a challenge to move forward with passion for with something, and to expand on something that you want to move forward with, because there's maybe a challenge to really face your insecurities and fears about some kind of new beginning, or maybe new direction that um, you want to go in. And with this outcome, though, there's a feeling of, really regaining focus, and focus on a goal. Okay. What is the outcome here? Please clarify here the outcome and the potential for people here to move forward. Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, the outcome is, again, this goes along with the theme of, being able to get out of your head. This is really, again, yesterday this came up with, negative thinking, but this is, being able to move forward, being able to get out of the negative thinking in your head and keeping yourself trapped and held back in some situation because of all the mental sparring you may be doing with yourself. And there is a challenge here to really uh, push forward with passion and a new direction, and to face some fears and anxieties and some doubts perhaps that are circling around in your head, because there's a need to balance. There's a need to have some patience with yourself, to moderate your life, to make some choices. There's definitely some big decisions and choices that are still themed here. And these decisions and choices are going to lead to some really big new energies for some of you, really big changes. And, this could be, like I said, just a habit, or some aspect in your own personality. For some of you, it's actually a big thing, like a job or a relationship, or moving locations of some sort. But there's definitely a need to face some of your fears, okay, and be able to communicate clearly um, about something and move forward, okay? Don't get overly emotional in your communications either, okay? Um, not do not get out of your head and keeping yourself held back by your own limitations in your mind, I'm feeling, and regain some focus on a goal, target a goal that really you're passionate about, okay? And remember, have some patience, and with the choices that you're making in your life, make sure that you're, being modest, don't overdo it, and, really trying to make balanced decisions, I see. Okay. All right. Let's hear from the unicorns. Get a message from you, lovely unicorns, today. People are dealing with some heavy energy again, facing fears, trying to regain focus on a big goals. Aha. Okay. All right. So relax. Everything's okay. All right. I feel, there's a challenge. People are, some of you are really like in your head trying to get out of these fears. And for some of you, it's time to forgive. It's time to forgive someone. It's time to let go of anger or blame. And sometimes this is just forgiving ourselves, right? For a situation or experience or something that we have gone through. And maybe we have to give ourselves forgiveness for something. Sometimes we make decisions and have results that really we're not too happy about, but don't get stuck in unlovingness, okay? Forgive. And if there was someone in the past who was a little bit cold and emotionally distant, perhaps for some of you, and you had to really make a decision and maybe end something, um, maybe someone made you angry in the past, it's time to let go of those fears and the anger and to forgive. That's what I'm picking up here, okay? And yeah, face those fears, get out of your head and creating obstacles that aren't there, and regain focus and start working towards your goals. Yeah. All right. Well, I hope something resonated today for you. And if it did, great. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. And I will see you all soon. Have a lovely day. Light and love.